right? All right. So, for those who are watching live on YouTube, just want to say thanks to you again. I know that many persons are not on because I'm streaming late, but of course, it will still be it still be have great value to you. It still be have great value to you, and of course, you know, share the link if there's anybody online here now. Share the link with a friend or family who's sitting exams. Tonight we're going to be following the syllabus as it is given, and we'll go objective by objective. All right, so here with me online is Kelly. So we're going to do this together tonight. All right. All right. Let me see if I can zoom in some more on this thing here. Sorry. We're looking at measurement. All right. Measurement video them? I don't watch them.
There,
Okay. Finish watching measurement video them? I don't watch them.
in the finish watch them.
Okay. All right. So the first objective state to calculate the perimeter of a polygon, a circle, a combination of polygons and circles. So you know them can put them together, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, but what does the concept or the word perimeter means actually?
The distance around
Distance around. Okay. And how will you find the distance around?
by adding all the sides.
No, that's if they're using straight line, right?
Yes, sir.
What if they're not using straight line?
I'm not sure.
What do you think?
The times them,
Times them. Mhm. Well, all right. Let's look at one that has a combination. One that normally has a combination is like a sector. Let me draw it right here. All right. This is a combined shape. How then would you find the perimeter of this shape? First of all, first of all, um, first of all,
we like no
uh,
length.
you have to know the length. So, but you have to identify now. I would identify. Oh, I'm going to ask a question. How many lines do you see there?
One line, one straight
One
line.
line? Huh?
Sir, a three line there.
Three line. Good. What are the three lines?
This,
What are the three lines?
here, sir. This and this.
Yeah, but so name them now. Three lines them have one name, you know. The three lines have a name, so name them.
So you have one curve
Mm-hmm.
and two straight lines.
And what would the name of that curve be? What would the name of that curve be?
So you mean, I think we are
What
saying a curve.
what do you think the name of that curve would be? Hmm? What do you think the name of that curve would be? What do you think the name?
So I'm not sure.
Make a guess. What comes to your mind? Make a guess.
A curve, that's why we say curve.
Yeah, and there's a name for it. Think about it. Did you make the circle? Did you draw a circle yesterday? Did you
Oh,
draw one circle?
one arc.
Exactly. It's an arc.
Let's say
What would the other two lines then be?
straight lines.
Yeah, straight, but what's the name given to those straight lines there? It's a sector.
Arc, no, they meet.
Hmm? What would it name? Hmm?
They meet.
If this is a arc, what do you think these two lines would be?
Tangent,
Huh?
tangent.
No, sir. Mm-mm. This is a sector. Mm. Did you draw a circle to draw this? Did
Yes, sir.
you cut it out?
No, sir. We never have this result.
Mm. Let's see again. This is it.
Sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
All right. Um, Let me look for a picture. After my drawing not doing justice to the shape. Let me look for a picture of a sector. All right. Hmm. All right. Can I give it away? So, I give it away. Well, so what would these lines be from here to here, here to here?
One card.
What?
So that would have been one sector.
Look. Yeah, but look at the lines. That makes up a sector. So you have a intercepted arc. I also have the radius.
Yes, sir.
So the question then is, how would you then find the perimeter of the sector? How do you do that? Mhm.
So we would have to know a radius first.
You have to know the length of the radius and what else? What else do you have to know?
and a arc length.
The arc length, exactly. So we'll come now to the back to the syllabus now. You see where they ask you to calculate the length of an arc of a circle. So you see, this is how the things combine. Even that perimeter we're looking at. But sorry, but that one question could require you to find the arc length. Good? Now we looked at the syllabus, look at the exam paper, in one of the classes where we learned how to calculate the arc length. All right? I think that was Saturday night. We did that. Good. Okay, I move on. Number three says calculate. Read number three for me, please.
Calculate the length of an arc. Oh, calculate the area of a polygon, a circle, and any combination of these.
Good. So you can have combination. So the syllabus is telling us that the exam can have combination of polygons for you to find the area of it. So let's say we can find a combination and discuss what we could do. Because the combinations are normal today. Um, combination, circle and polygon. Circle and polygon. Let's see what those look like. All right. Uh, looking for something special about them. They are just showing us. All right. Mm. Let's take a look at. Let's take a look at. All right. Let's take a look. And I want to use a common sense. All right. I want to use a common sense now. In this shape over the side here. So if you're asked to find the area of the green part of that shape, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What comes to your mind?
There's somewhere.
You do what? I'm listening. What do you do?
Then whatever no perimeter I want my inside.
No. Wait. Perimeter or the perimeter, you have none of the perimeter you want to find. The area of the one inside.
This is here inside
And what's the shape of the area inside? What's the shape? What's the shape inside?
a circle.
Good. So therefore you'd have to use which of the formulas to find the area of that circle. Well, pi r square. All right. So you did something good so far in terms of identifying that you have to find the area of the circle. So after finding the area of the circle, what next? What will be the next thing you need to know?
That which I find is a length.
Yeah, but what does it need to find? Remember now, we want to find the area of the green, the shaded part of it that was shaded in green. So you find the area of the circle, what next?
But I have to see what kind of triangle it be.
Yeah, but whatever the triangle is, what would you need to know about the triangle?
How much it measure up to.
If you look at the length of it, let's say you know those measurements, what would you do after knowing those measurements? What would you do?
Then would have to add them up.
For what reason?
Because the perimeter we are trying to find.
No, but we get perimeter from. I
And
ask you, how could we determine the area of the shaded region in green? Where we get perimeter from? Yeah, if you sleep tomorrow, you sleep. How do you find the area of the green section of it? That what I try to figure out. Hmm. Is not coming anything?
so would have to do a half base times height or the runs formula.
Kelly, that's what I'm trying to get out of my head. Stop think formula first and think common sense first, no, please. What would your common sense tell you to do? That's what I'm trying to get you guys to do. Apply common sense first, then we'll talk about the formula business. You have to apply common sense first. So use your common sense and tell me what will be tell me the basic actions that we have to do. Then we can go to the formula. Start again. Question is, what your common sense tell us to find the shaded part of the shape that is in green? That's the question. Use your common sense and answer. You know the answer. It's not that difficult. Just tell me. Tell me what goes to your mind.
So now go through my mind.
And you say, nah, think about nothing then.
Yeah, I think what
Then if
we
you have to think about your mind, so what are you actually thinking about?
I think we would have to find the area and look for serious. Dry
You ever find
serious.
or you ever find the area of what first? You hear the
Cir-
last. There?
circle.
Yeah, and then what else?
Then when we find that we have to go determine the side the map outside part.
Yeah, for what reason?
We get the area,
Area of what?
the outside part,
We call it outside part.
the triangle.
They call the thing by the name, not Kelly, man. Jeez. You want to find the name of the triangle? You want to find the area of the triangle? So when you find the area of the triangle, but can you see the measurement on it? Come on, man. You don't even see no measurement on anything. Because measurement upon things unless you measure it. You measure something and record it. Come on, think, man. So when you find the area of the circle and the area of the triangle, what do you do with those two information? Come on, use a common sense.
We add them up.
Think about it. I want you to think before you answer. Use a common sense. Because I know you have common sense. So use it. Come, talk, man, talk. What's going to your mind? What's going to your mind? Tell me what's going to your mind.
Then we don't know.
Say not, you song and nothing about nothing.
Yeah, think we now really get
Tell me
them
what
written down
you think
far.
about. listen. This is what I don't like about you. When I ask you a question, you answer me. Me ask you where you think about, you say you not think about, you tell me what's going through your mind, not now go to your mind. Then I ask where you think about. Tell me what you're thinking about, that's what I mean. What are you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what
So
you
we
are
would have to
thinking.
combine everything together that we are think
So
we get.
when you combine that adding,
Okay?
no, that wouldn't work. You're not thinking, man. Mm. Look on the shape properly. Look at the shape properly and tell me, having known the area of the circle and the area of the triangle, you only want to find the area of the green portion. All you want to find. What should you do? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you how easy it is. I'm going to tell you that you students
So
not
if we
using
subtract the
brain.
area from a triangle,
Simple as Simple as that. Simple. Simple. Why taking us so long to get to that? I tell you, see, you know it. But you keep blocking it. What the hell are you thinking about for so long? You shouldn't be thinking. Use your eyes and your common sense. Come on, you have to practice using that. Every time you come to my class, come prepared to use your eyes and your common sense. That's all you ask to use. Because that you're going to the exam will use and pass the exam. Your eyes and your common sense. Everything else come after. Don't let me tell you again. We practice to do that. Eyes and your common sense. Simple. That's simple subtract them. Mm. Let's look at another combination. Huh? That's another combination. Semicircle rectangle. That's how we call it. Semicircle. You use a common sense and take me through this. All right. So here's one. As a matter of fact, yeah, let me take my time with it first. Let's use this one. If you are given this shape, this is a combined shape. By the way, does it look like a combined shape to you?
yes, sir.
Does it? And if you see it's a combined shape, the question I'm asking now is um if this is a combined shape, because what I'm asking you now is what are the shapes that make it up?
So one circle and one rectangle.
Good. Is that full circle? Is
No,
that full
sir.
circle? No. Okay.
No, sir.
Yeah, man, I got you. Good. Now, my next question is this now. If you were going to find, there's two information I can ask you about this compound. All right. Good night again to my fellow viewers. I guess my students I got internet problem, so she got bounced off. But while we wait until she returns, just want to say to those students who are watching this live now, or those who stop by later and watch the recorded version, what I want you to understand as students that you cannot must being able to see and be able to describe what you are looking at. So as I wait to my student, here she's on. As we speak about her, she's on. All right. Okay, so we're gonna get back on, all right?
Yes, sir.
Well, no. To get the best out of you, I have to push you guys. What I want you to practice to do is using your eyes first, then describe what you see, and then the brain will do the rest. Just the brain that God gives you, all right? Now, so I was just before you internet gave you a problem, I was thinking and I was saying that they could give you two questions to ask about this compound shape. Just relax, just simply observe, okay? Use your eyes first. We'll practice that. Now they could ask to find the area of the compound shape, as well as they could ask to find the perimeter of the compound shape. Now let's go with the first one. If they were asked to find the perimeter of this compound shape, use your eyes and tell me what can you identify from that compound shape?
Sir, so the measurement there then give like 50 and 20.
Okay. What else you need to know? What else you see? Use your eyes and tell me what you see. The last one calculating thing, I said simply use your eyes and tell me what you see. We're talking about this one right here.
Here we can see the shape of three sides.
Three sides? What do you mean three sides?
Like a rectangle
Describe.
and then we have one curve.
So there are three straight lines. You describe it. Use your words. Use your
Yes,
words and describe the thing. Use your words and describe what you see. Okay?
yes.
So
You
you
have
said three
three
lines.
straight lines and one half a circle or one arc.
Simple. And you said half a circle. But since we're looking at perimeter, it will be half of the what then? So use the word circle, you say half of what?
Half of the circle,
Circle?
so that we have a circumference.
That is it, man. You well and know the thing. Why don't you just talk? Be confident. You well and know the thing, man. Why? You know why I said me go to Bellevue? Listen, talk. You well and know the thing, so we're afraid for to the me why when you're going to the exam, you're going with the mind with the capacity for think and for reason and for act and to do. You are made in the image of God. That's how you were made in the image of God. Therefore, you're able to act, think, and do. Okay? Push yourself. No. So, half of the circumference. Now, the reason why I want to recognize that it's half of the circumference is that when you're making the calculation, you will know now that you need to know something before you can do something else, right? No.
Yes.
If you're going to find half of the circumference, what do you need to know first?
So we have to dry line to get the circumference by so and then find out what the measurement and the diameter.
Yeah. When you say draw the thing by itself, what do you mean?
Like
Explain.
draw one line
What's the
from
name
each
of that line? What's the name of that line mean?
the diameter. I
Good.
would have so dry
So what?
diameter.
Good. So based on the information that you see on the picture, do you know the length of that diameter?
Yes, sir.
What would that length of diameter be?
20.
Good. So if you talk confident, use your common sense. All right. So you know the diameter. And then what is that information we need to know?
Mm, would be know half of the
Huh?
radius. Would have to know half of diameter. Okay.
Well, you don't need to, but okay. You don't need to, but where would you go from there? Where would you go from there? Mm. Mm. Where would you go from there?
Same would have to calculate the arc now.
Now how do you do that?
Would have to say
Mm.
half divided by 20. That's a half right.
When you find half of the diameter, what measurement would that give you?
Like, hold on.
Mm.
What I do?
Mm. 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 Mhm. Yes, Lord, yes. Mhm, 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 mhm,
There would have to
mhm.
pie this.
You ever find one?
Would have to pie.
You have use a pie.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what would you use a pie to do?
Find the area.
Area? Think, man. Stop trying to. You see, you guys have been subjected to think a certain way. You can't think outside the numbers. That's the problem. Try to think outside the numbers first. Forget about numbers and reason through the thing first. Reason through the thing first without numbers. Reason through the thing. You said you said the arc is half of a circumference. If you are saying the arc is half of the circumference, what would you need to do to find that half of the circumference?
You have to know
Write down the sentence the way it is.
how much one
Come again?
circle add up to.
How much one circle add up to? What do you mean? Explain
Circumference
this.
add up to.
Exactly. Speak the language. Speak the language. You would have to know the length of the circumference. And then what would you do with the length of the circumference?
Divide that by 2.
Simple. Talk, reason. Reason the thing out. Because as you reason the thing out first, then you put it on the paper, then you get the full marks. That's how you pass exams. Maths have a thing to do with numbers. Reason first. Have a plan. Look at the information you have to work with. Execute a plan how you're going to use this information that you have. And you will arrive at a solution and response to the question. Simple. Simple, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what you're looking for. So when you find that length arc now, then ball game is good. What about if you were to find the area now of that shape?
After everything, sir,
Eh? Come again?
I full something.
Yeah, the full thing, yeah. What if you were to find the full area of the full thing?
Same would have to find the area I circle first, and then a semicircle, and then
Uh-huh.
the area I the rectangle, and then add it
Uh-huh.
together.
Simple. That's how I wanted to approach the measurement questions and practice that with the passport questions and reason out the thing first, then you do your calculation. You have 16 minutes to spend on each question. 16 minutes is a lot of time. But if you spend the time, I try to remember this. No, reason out the thing first. Look at the information you have and reason with it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. You gotta do that. All right? You gotta do that. Good. All right. No. All right. All right. Good. All right. Well, let's continue. All right. So discuss how you deal with combinations. No matter the combination. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. They will matter the combination. All right. No matter the combination. Uh, all right. Let's go back to the syllabus again. So you would know the formula is to find the area of a sector. So that is there. Now calculate the area of a triangle given two sides and the included angle. And the formula is given to. So it says calculate the area of a triangle given two sides and the included angle. Now let's look at the formula here. What part of the formula would be related to the angle, the included angle of the triangle?
C.
C. Good. So just use a calculator to put in 8C. And AB would refer to what?
The two sides them, so A times B.
A times B. Good. And then after you do all that, what do you do next?
Sorry, what you mean?
You have to apply the half. You divide by 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
Simple. Just use your brain. All right. Now, it's a kind of area of a segment of a circle. Hmm. The area of a segment of a circle. Now, it all depends on what this or the segment looks, right? Do you know the composition of a segment?
No, sir.
I don't know. Let me see. You know what's the measurement for you know what all the measurement for them?
No, sir, me tell us, me can't keep one place with me and watch it and I watch them. Then me have to
No,
pause from
because
it and
no,
go
because
back on
you not put your hand to action. That's why. If you're gonna watch a video, let's bring up one of those measurement videos. Let's bring up one of the measurement videos. All right, you will bring it up. You will log in at your account and share the screen. You will log in at the courses and share the screen. Let me show you something. When demonstrate something. You know, if share the screen and share sound too. You know how to do
Yes,
that?
sir.
All right, to do that then. Mhm. Mhm. I'll tell you which one of the videos them to click on. No,
Sorry, sir, I'm
anything
unavailable to share because you are shared.
oh, sorry. All right, go ahead and share now. All right, so you look for you go to the measurement part. Mhm. All right, scroll down, not that one, scroll down. It just said watch all videos, pause video, make notes. Oh, continue, 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 continue. All right, go back up, go back up, go back up, go back up. All right, that means I'm not put over there. I'm gonna put over there. Really? All right, play this one, play the one, play the one. Go back up,
Still in that
go back
one?
up. No man, come back though. It's still in that one, yeah, come back though. Let me say there's a video, I never add to this, you know. Share the sound, you know?
Are you hearing it?
No?
You don't
Can
hear
that
it?
come through? Ah, play it. Go ahead and play it.
Prism, then we are going to do this.
No, I hear it now.
Good. Now, area of a triangle. Now, note that the base would be a what? Right angle triangle. So, therefore, we said area of triangle is equal to half base times height. Now, our base is 4 centimeters and our height is 3 centimeters. So, 4 threes are 12 and then divide it by 2, which is equal to 6 square centimeter. So the area of the base of the triangular prism is 6 square centimeters. And then, now the volume, using the same formula, area times height, or area of the base times height. Now the area of the triangular base prism is what? 6 square centimeters times its height, which is 6 centimeter, it gives us a volume of 36 cubic centimeter. Now note, when you watch the glossary videos, you will notice that if you were to make this and add, in other words, you draw a cuboid and you cut it in half. Good, you'll get this shape. Now note now, if this was a cuboid itself, then guess what? The base would have been 12 square centimeter, and then the height would be 6 times 12, and 6 times 12 would have given us what? 72 cubic centimeters, and half of that would have given us our 36 cubic centimeters. So you notice then that a triangular based prism is half the cuboid. Very good. Now let us answer my uncle's question. The base of the eyeglass is 3 centimeter by 4 centimeter. So 3 centimeters by 4 centimeter, and height is 2 centimeter. So remember, to find the volume of this is what do we do? Good. So 3 times 4 times 2. So therefore, that answer will be what?
No,
3 fours 12 times 2, which is
pause
24.
it there. Pause it there.
24
Pause it there.
cubic.
No, when because of the nature of who you are, when you're watching a video like this, you pause. What a student like you should do is pause it and try to find the volume before I tell the answer, right? So you have to participate. That's why you participate using a video. You pause it and say, let me try and find this by my own. So when you try and find it on your own now, then you're actively involved. So you because you're not actively involved in the video, you're not involving yourself in the video. And that's the reason why you tend to have a problem not being able to watch it. And that's what I'm saying. So to get over that problem, then you can do whatever. Right? So continue now.
Centimeters. Therefore, the volume of the eyeglass box is 24 cubic centimeters. Note, we are going to assume that the capacity of the box is equal to the volume of the box. Capacity means inside here, right? Good. So the number of boxes to hold is equal to what? 9,000 cubic centimeters divided by 24 cubic centimeters, which is equal to 375 boxes. Very good. Well, about 375 of them can hold in the box. Let's go shopping. Seal out glasses, seal out glasses, seal out, seal out, seal out. Ah, did you enjoy that comic strip?
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to the try this question number 2. Good. Now the figure above not drawn to scale, meaning that this length is not necessarily 50
Let
centimeters.
me ask that
So
question.
this,
When you reach this part of the video, what you normally do when you reach this part of the video? What you normally do? Kelly? You might mute the fair talk to me.
So sometime
Your
when I
mic
sit
is muted if you're talking to me.
so sometime when I sit down and try and work it out in my head and see if me will like the same thing where you perceive it.
Try it on your head. Yeah, but you
Yes.
write it down in your book. Write it in your book. That's it. You have to write down in your book and work it out. So that's how you get yourself involved again in the video. Don't care how long it is. So once you're getting involved in the video and you work it out, you're gonna learn. And you're not gonna seem long and boring because you're actually engaged in the video. You understand what I'm saying? So, so
sir.
unless you engage in the video, if you're not engaging, then you have a problem. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's just to show you how to watch the video. But I think the other video that I did not put on it, that I need to put on it. All right, good. So let's get back now to what I was explaining. All right. All right, good. The technology good though. The technological savvy, which is good. All right. So basically, if you had to watch, I'm not sure if I put that video there. Let me check something there. Not sure if I put that video there. Let me find. But what I'm saying to you, going forward, you make sure that you what's the word now? Make sure that you all right, yeah. So what I'm saying, you have to make sure that you're involved in the lesson itself. If you're not involved in the lesson itself, then you're gonna have a problem. So you have to be involved in the lesson itself. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Understand? Yeah. So you have to be involved in the lesson itself to learn from the lesson itself. All right. So when you watch the videos, you be involved because it's there for you to learn and to engage on these the things. So when you do that, then you can't go wrong. Right? All right. Let's get back to the syllabus and let's focus on the syllabus. There's a bit I need to add. Don't even add it there. Solids and surface here. It's just little things here. Should add that. All right. Now, estimate the area of irregular shape plane figures. Sometimes that looks like a map. They give you like a map, and you just count the squares. You follow?
Yes, sir.
Now, you move verse 8. Objective number 8 says, calculate the surface area of solids. There are two different solids they can give you. They can give you a prism, they can give you a cylinder, they can give you a cone, they can give you a sphere, they can give you a cube and a cuboid to find the surface area of the solids. Now, if you are given a prism to find the surface area of the prism, you know what a prism looks like?
Yes, sir.
Good. So if you are given a prism to find the surface area of it, how would you go about doing that? You say you know what it looks like, but tell me how will you go about doing
So,
it?
how
I'm
to
listening.
find the surface area of a prism?
Yeah, how would you go about doing that? You say you know what it looks like, so how would you go about doing it? What is it?
Then we don't do length times width times height.
Me no want to hear that. Me no want to hear formula. Common sense, more here first. Want your common sense first. What your common sense said, you say down there. Want to find the total surface area of the prism. What your common sense said, you say for them.
You have to know size them to make up a prism.
What do you mean side? What do you
Like
call side? Mm.
in length, in
Do
width.
you have a box? Do you have a box? You have like a soap box in the house or some box?
Yes, sir.
Go for it, please. Mm.
in hand.
All right. Let me see.
There are two piece box we have,
Eh? Where's that?
or two piece box.
It no matter. All right. So you want to find the surface area of that toothpaste box. Just use a common sense and tell me where to look. Where you really need to know. Talk to me. Take me through it. Take me through it. Take me through it.
Then would have to know the side here. Side here?
Yeah, and what else?
Side here.
For what reason? For what reason? What would you do with that information?
So
Let's
because
say if you know
in here, so you know, that's the front
where.
part. This is the front part. And then
Uh-huh.
a side.
Okay. What's the name given to what you're actually touching or describing? There's a name given to it. There's a name given to it. Start with letter F.
Yep.
Let me teach you about that box. You ready?
This way.
Now, show me the faces of the box. Show me the faces. How many faces does that have?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 faces. So when you're touching it, you must tell me the name of the face. Okay? Show me the edges. Count the edges and tell me how many edges does that box have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
8 edges, you sure?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Only 8? You just know how the edges on it?
9, 7,
How much you know that? How
12,
much? Okay. What about the vertices of that?
Survey.
The vertices.
Sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
8 vertices. So, all right. So now you know the names of the parts of the cuboid. Let's go back to the question. If you're going to calculate the surface area of that solid, what are you basically doing? Explain.
Sir, repeat.
If you want to find the surface area of that box, two-piece box, what take me through it. Take me through the steps.
So would have been more.
Hmm.
Sir, would have been more measurement then.
Measurement for what? Wow,
The
pound or
fierce,
rice?
the
Okay.
fierce, the edges,
When you say measurement of the
and the
face, what do you mean?
say measurement that here so you want a year so
So what you mean? What you mean? What do you mean measurement of it? What do you mean?
length
How are you gonna do the length?
would have to find if if the edge and the rest of them and then times them and make it a whole eye.
No, no, no. See, that's the problem. Do you have a ruler?
Same here.
So that way the exam come.
So me have to go by
Oh, then you have an instrument. So um, All right. So what if I come back to that? Because I see probably the rest of them need the same kind of help too. But they need to think things through, and they're not thinking things through, and you need to think things through. All right? Very important to think things through. All right. Hmm. Let me help you because it's always been taught is a problem. What's the shape of the faces of the cuboid?
So,
What is the shape of the faces of the cuboid?
rectangle,
Good. And then what information would you need to know to calculate the surface area of the solid?
length, width, and height.
And what would you do with those measurements? Where do them then?
Calculate the surface area rectangle by each
See?
other. So, we don't know what.
No. That now.
Um,
And this is why I'm telling stop go them class because them class when I go now, them teacher them not teaching me nothing. 'Cause if all I'm do, I go through password questions and work out question shows them bright. When them can't teach. That's a problem. All right. Tell you what. When we talk about area, the difference between length and area. All right. Now, I'm going to use something to explain to you. You have a table we eat dinner around, right?
yes,
Right?
sir.
Can you hear me? No.
Yes, sir, right
Let's
here.
not use the table. Let's use a bed. If you have a single bed, you hear me?
Here, you.
You hear me? You have a single bed. And you have a double bed or a queen size bed or a king size bed. If you were to use a sheet for a single bed, would it cover the double bed? Would it?
No, sir.
Why wouldn't it cover the double bed?
Because the double bed would have be two times the single.
Yeah, so what that mean?
You know, go fit over it bigger.
It not go fit. It's not going to fit. Now, in order to determine what would fit the double bed, we'd have to find what? Mhm. In order to find what would fit the double bed, what would we need to know?
The measurement,
Measurement of what?
I double bed, the area,
The area. The area. See, come with the word and know the area. That's how I talk about. Because say you know what an area is. All right. What would be the area? If you ever explain to somebody the area of the double bed, what would you show them? Use the box and illustrate to me what the area of a double bed would be. Use the box and show me that.
the all of this would have been. So,
All of all of what? Show me.
everything, yeah, so,
Good. And you will be finding the what of it. You just mentioned the word. You just mentioned the word a while ago.
so we say, sir, the area,
Exactly. The area. So it's the area of the faces you need to know. You get it now?
Yes, sir.
So if you want to wrap that toothpaste box, if you want to wrap that toothpaste box perfectly, then you would obviously have to find something, do something to get that information, right? No, so that idea of a sheet helped you. Okay. All right. Now, to find the surface area of a cylinder.
You have to find the area. So yeah, break
Area of what? Yeah, to find the area, to find surface area of a cylinder. What would you need? What would you do?
you have to find the area
Of what?
of the faces.
The faces for the cylinder.
Yes, sir.
You have a cylinder in the house?
Sir.
Huh?
Oh, sir. Yes.
All right. You're going to go back to the videos them again and share the video. I'm going to show you something. What you're trying to do. Why it's
Tell me, I
important
want
to watch.
cylinder.
Let me see cylinder. Where's cylinder there?
One cup.
Let me see. Let me see. Where is the cylinder? All right. That kind of difficult. That cup could have end up become like a cone.
Yeah, but
That was cylinderish look, but it'll end up being a cone, right? Because if you are to cut that cup and open it, what shape you think you're going to get? If you were to cut that cup, what shape you think you're going to get? All right. Scroll down on the video. Let me show you something. Show the video where I watch it for where that need for watch. Scroll down on the video there.
this.
That video there. That same one there. So it's same one. Click on it.
Cuboid, and you saw a red box that is, and whenever you try these questions, and you saw this, you remember we worked out the box, the capacity for the man, and we also worked out the volume of the box. This is the box that we were what referring to. So you can make your own box and use it to help you in understanding the concept. All right, now I want you to notice something. So this is a solid, as it's three-dimensional. Now it has these flat parts of it is called the face. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 faces. So a cuboid has how many faces? 6 faces. Now these lines running along right here, where the faces actually meet, they are called the edges. Good. So we have different number of edges. So you can count the number of edges and you can record it. Now you also have where you have faces meet, more than 2 faces meeting at a point. All right, could use right here. This is called a vertex. So you have a vertex here, a vertex there, a vertex here, a vertex here, and a vertex there, and a vertex here. And you can also record that. All right. Now what we're going to be looking at is what we mean by volume and surface area. Now please pay attention right here. Note, right here is an empty space.
All right.
Is
You
that
can pause the video.
empty space? See my hands moving through?
No. Did you watch that one?
No, sir.
Exactly. If you had to watch, you gotta watch the videos. Because that now is where you probably would enjoy it most. So that's his hands on. So even though I'm demonstrating, you make one for yourself. And so you have it and you learn as you go along. That's how it works. It is important to watch the videos. Trust me. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Mm, good. So what we do have to do in our next class, we'll start from that objective. But this time you're going to make the objects. We're going to make the cylinder, make the cone, and you're going to see what the shape. What I ask that question. I want you to use your imagination. If you were to cut that cup, what shape you think could come out? If you were to along, cut the cup along the height of it, what shape you think could come?
Rhombus?
Rhombus?
Yeah.
Not really. Just imagine it. You will get a rhombus. Mhm. Not a rhombus. Mhm.
Mm.
All right. So what you'd have to do one is just cut it, a cup like that. Yes, the shape where it comes.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you use imagination, you'll figure it out quite nicely. The cone is just the same. All right. If you were to cut the cone along its height, what shape would you end up with? Here's a cone look like, right? Use your imagination.
What?
What do you think the cone will look like? If you were to cut the cone along its height and open it up flat, what do you think the cone would end up looking like?
Whether you are triangle shape,
Yeah. Yes, you're coming close. Then you're trying this shape. Coming close. Remember, it's a cone, you know. You don't give it a what? You don't have a triangle shape for true, but don't give it what? This is a come close, you can help you. It'll give you a sector. Remember the cone will have a curved part at the top the same. So you cut that along the height, that curved part will come out, which will be the circumference. And then you have the two sides, which will be the radius. It's give you a sector. Make sense? Did that look like
yes,
an
sir.
arc? At the top. Good. Now, I think you should watch those videos because, yeah, I think you should. All right. So the objective, no, some of the objectives are there. There's about 15 objectives. So easy it is. So these objectives, we'll go to this, we'll go through measurements quite nicely.
Yes, sir.
Now, the volume of the solids, that is easy because that formulas are given in the exam. And they go through that. Next class we could find we could make these solids and discuss how we'd find the volume of solids. 'Cause I don't need to use past supposed to teach you, I can just use syllabus. Once you know, once you're able to, as a student should be able to, was able to tell me the procedure as what you would use to determine an answer. Then you're good to go for the exam. Simple. This is a shortcut method to teaching, right? All right. Now, convert units of length, area, capacity, time, and speed. What does convert there so mean? What does convert mean?
So if we change it,
Change, right?
yes, sir.
So you change, so when you convert units of length, units of area, units of capacity, units of time, units of speed. So for instance, a length was in centimeter. We want to convert it to meters. We want to convert it to kilometers. You have to learn to do those conversions. Make sense? So
Yes,
practice
sir.
these things, right? Number 11, use the appropriate SI unit of measurement for area. So you know you can have square meters, meters square, kilometer square, right? Volume, cubic centimeters, or liters, or milliliters. So you have to know these things. Mass would be grams, kilograms. Temperature, Celsius or Fahrenheit degrees. Time, you can have seconds, hours, minutes, day, good, all right, and other derived quantities. Now, you must be able to solve problems involving time, distance, and speed. This is where the distance time graph comes in, which we're going to discuss in another class as well, hopefully Saturday night. Remind me Saturday night that we're going to go over through measurements, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, 13, estimating margin of error for a given measurement. We'll be looking at that as well. Use scale maps and scale drawings to determine distances and errors. I've made videos for that too. Right? So use maps and scale drawings. So we when we talk about scale drawings, what topic is it you think relates to scale drawings? What topic you think relates to scale drawings?
Yeah, measurement.
Scale drawings. Why are you doing measurement, but what topic you think lends it to itself to that? To be ratio. They use ratio to scale things up and down. Get it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So basically, when we come next class, please try the ruler, scissors, and things so we can
Ruler,
have a wonderful class. Eh? Come again?
ruler, scissors, and what? The ruler, scissors.
You can get tape and paper,
Mm-hmm.
pencil. Mm.
All right.
You need a drum set, as a matter of fact. All right. Graph paper. So we can run through the objective here quick and fast and make our own exam question out of it. All right. So that's basically what we're doing. We're going through the syllabus, using the syllabus to run through the objectives and see how we can learn from that. Okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah, look at homework we're gonna do in terms of watching those measurement videos. And so when you come to class next week, you can answer some questions. All right?
Yes, sir.
So that's it. What it? I'll get some rest. See you tomorrow night. And sincerely hope that person will turn out tomorrow night because tomorrow night will be a big night. All right? I will be
Yes,
early
sir.
tomorrow night. I won't be late. All right. Take care. Have a good night.
Same to you.
Thanks. All right. So good night to my fellow subscribers of Cdplabs and the services. I'm your studio, Ronnie Bernard. I'm going to end this live now and then come back and talk to you about something. All right?